Here we go with episode 5 of Orb on the movements of the Earth. Let's see how the story goes on. Let's watch it together. Uh, I hope that Hoxie can make it. Yeah, he's an expert on food. Same thing that I told you yesterday. Ah, so he gave him that. Whoa. Ah, that's grass, I think. Okay, so now they reach that box, right? Ah, no, no, okay. Let's see. So they are trying to reach that. Okay, we reached the point of 2 episodes ago at this point. Okay, yes, they found it. And now when he opens it, he finds the letter Earth. So he needs to read that. I hope he can read it. Yeah. Yeah, that's from Rafal. Actually from Hubert. And even Rafal. Yeah. Okay, so he found it also. Ah, okay, okay, good. Yeah. That's the Orion constellation, right? Yeah. Okay. Orion, sorry. Yeah. Good job. Always be curious. Yes, let's continue the research. Well done, Rafal. And also these men who discovered, yeah. Okay. That's not a matter of selfishness. Yeah. Yeah, you have to hide it. Okay. Yeah, I think you should take it with you. Yeah. Potoki is the father, right? But now they have even the address. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Don't think about the reward, think about the content, yeah. Mm, that's not easy. Oh, okay. Who's that? But anyway. But maybe that monk is not exactly, he's not an ordinary monk. No, see, you should go. I think you can decide by yourself. It's up to you. Yeah, but don't force him. Let him choose. Don't be afraid. Don't care about what the priest said. No, no. Try to look at that in a different way. Yeah. So. So. Don't feel scared. Yeah. Yeah. It's something personal. Nobody can assure that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Finally. Oh, this is a good perspective. Nothing is impossible. Free yourself from these concepts. No. No way. No, your concern is to live your life in that moment you live it without thinking all these things. You're part of the world. Okay, yes, good job. Mm. I like grass in this episode. Oh, what's going on? Oh! So Grass is gonna die and then Oxy will go on, maybe. But anyway, choose what you wanna do. Okay. Choose number 2. Yes. Grass no look. Ooh. Yeah. He's giving you hope in this case that you continue, you know. Yep. To you. Okay, so you will pass it to somebody else, it's okay. Mm. Good job, Grass. You did the right thing. Yeah. It was not easy to do something like that, but I totally agree with what he said. The purpose is good, so no matter if you risk your life or you die because of it, let's go on. Oxy, it's time to choose. What do you do now? I suggest you number 2. I don't think he has compassion either, but he's just faking to listen to your stories. Badeni.
そんな予定はないですが。
Wait. Wait, Badeni. Why Badeni is blonde?
どちら様、何の用で。
Oh, oh. No, don't finish. Oh! The protagonist of this episode is absolutely Grass. I really liked what he said to Oxy, and I expected more from Oxy, sincerely, from the last episode. But then I discovered that Grass needed to talk to him first, and I understood that it doesn't matter the point in which you are based on the revolution or the disillusion or the timeline where you are. The most important thing is what you do in order to pass the torch. Yeah, what Grass is saying is completely correct from my perspective, because you're part of it. I mean, you're part of this revolution anyway. It doesn't matter if you are the last one who's spreading this new thing or you're spreading this new discovery. It really doesn't matter. What matters is the chain that makes you reach that revolution. And even if you are a civilian, even if you are a person with no importance in society, who doesn't have an important name that will be remembered, anyway, you're part of it. And when you pass the torch, that's exactly what Raphael did. That's exactly what Hubert did. But everything is a plus. Everything is a way to help this chain to reach the goal. And I totally understand why Grass did what he did, because by doing that, by sacrificing his own life to pass that torch, he also gave himself the hope that things will change and that he could find a way to create a better world. And this is totally right. I totally stand with this opinion. The more you fight for something good, it doesn't matter if it will work or if it doesn't work for the moment. You have to keep going on believing in what you believe without being afraid of the society you live in, without being afraid of the circumstances or the consequences. You have to keep fighting for it, because if your own self thinks that that's the right thing to do, go for it. Never give up on it. And that's what Oxy was making as a mistake, because the mistake is that you want to give up that easily. You want to follow what other people say, and you prefer to be part of that, as if creating a community is more important than your own ideals. And that's wrong. I think each individual should support an ideology, no matter what other people think, and no matter if other people think it's wrong. Just go for it. Just fight for it. Because the biggest revolutions in this world happened because people trusted their own ideologies and went against the standards, against the pre-ordered societies. And that's the right thing to do. So I liked Grass because in the previous episode I thought, oh look, he lost his hope, he gave up, after he discovered that the rotation of Mars was different as much as he was expecting. He was fed up and he decided to give up. And I told you in the previous episode that he was making the wrong decision. But in this episode, he turned everything upside down and he created a chance for these revolutionary thoughts to go on without being stopped. And now Oxy has to make a decision. Yeah, he went to this chapel, he went to this church, and I really hope that he's gonna meet Bethany, as much as we saw at the end of the episode. And I was angry because the episode stopped in the most amazing moment. But when he's reaching Bethany, I hope that he's not condemning this discovery, but he's trying to support it. Also because Bethany is a monk that was a little bit different than the others, and if you noticed, Bethany is blonde. Bethany has some scratches around here. Okay, Raphael is dead. I still want to say that. Raphael is dead. But this Bethany gives me good vibes. So I really hope that Oxy will take the right side. Yeah, it's not just about talking about sides, because it depends on the situation. It's not just being right, being wrong, but as I told you, the world changes thanks to revolutions. Otherwise, it stays the same. I mean, if you check in history too, things changed because of revolutions, because of changes. And in this story, what matters now is to change the environment, because the church environment is wrong, is presumptuous, is arrogant, is everything that is contrary to something good, to something peaceful. So now it's time to create a different reality where people can have different visions and they unblock their mind to create something different. And when you create something different, it doesn't matter how many years it takes. Anyway, it's gonna happen sooner or later. So I hope that Oxy understands grass words, because yeah, it's true, when someone dear to you dies in this world, you blame the world itself, or you blame the circumstances by saying, why it happened to me? Why did I have to lose my family? Why something negative happened to me? But everything is a part of the universe, We are part of the universe. And this reminds me, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, because even in that story, it was said that we are compresent in the universe. We are part of it, and we are part of this chain that connects everything somehow. If we are connected to the universe, we are also connected to this world in which we live in. So in the world we live in, we can find something that connects directly to us. And this is something amazing. We shouldn't lose the hope to change the world for something better. We don't have to lose the hope to create something beautiful here. Even if a religion tells you that here we are all sinful, here everything is bad, and we have to reach heaven to find the most amazing place ever, we are losing our time. We are wasting it, because we are having the chance to create something beautiful here too. It depends if we want or if we don't want. And even when Oxy said, it's not possible, no, nothing is impossible. If you really wanted to do something and you unify many people who think the same, that's possible. And it's happening even nowadays, even in these days. Once again, I want to say that this story is not about the 15th century only. This story makes you understand that if you want to change the world for something good, if you have people who think positively about how to change the world, everything is possible. It depends on the tools you have. It depends on the ideas you have. It depends on the ideology that can be spread and can defeat all these walls of hypocrisy, all these walls of power, status, money, all these sort of things that are always blocking us from thinking. We should think more, and that's what this story is about. To think more, to be able to develop your own thoughts, no matter if they are good for this society or not. Just develop them, because thanks to these thoughts, we can have a revolution. Because grass gave him the opportunity. And I think that when people have an opportunity to change something, they should do it. I'm thinking about the world now. We are doing our best to change the world. And I feel emotional because I think all of you over there think the same. There are times in which it's very hard to make people think more and to make people change their opinions. Even in this story, it was very difficult to let the people change their mind, or they were too afraid to change their mind. In that century, things changed. So history is telling you that if you have the chance, or if you have the strong will to change the world, you can. You can find people who think the same as you. You can find strength. That is strength here, not the strength here. If that was possible over there, where everybody was threatened, everybody was afraid of dying because of a different opinion, even nowadays, there's the same fear, or let's say, we defeated that fear. We are not afraid anymore. We are just reacting. It's a thanks to people like Grass that the world can change and the world can make a difference for real. So Oxy right now has a great chance, and I want to see how he talks to Bethany now, because Bethany, we don't know him, even if I have an idea, but I'm still questioning about this. We just know that Bethany is this monk who was a little bit different because he decided to step away from his role. If we follow what Raphael was doing, that means following theology, but then anyway think about astronomy and being different. I'm wondering, even in the previous episode I thought that the man in the tavern was Raphael, even if he is dead. But now I'm thinking about Bethany. Bethany can have more probabilities to be Raphael. I hope that I'm right, because if Raphael could survive anyway, things can go on right now. Because he was pretty intelligent, he had already his thoughts in his mind of how to make this revolution. So if we discover that Bethany is Raphael, I'm so happy for that. But at the same time, even if Bethany is not Raphael and is somebody else, it makes you understand that there are lots of other people thinking like Raphael who are ready to sacrifice their roles, sacrifice their own place in society to create something beautiful. Talking about Oxy and his vision of the heaven, yeah, all these idea of the heaven being beautiful and to be even afraid to look at the stars because we are sinful and all that things makes you believe that the church created such a brainwashing thoughts in every single mind. They created a limitful mind. I mean, if you followed the church at that time, you didn't have the chance to think more, you know. You couldn't have the chance to extend your boundaries and think of things differently. So even Oxy is completely tricked right now. He is following what that monk was saying, and if you keep following what people think without creating your opinion, you become like Oxy, that he is always feeling afraid of doing something different. Oh, don't look at the stars because I'm too afraid, because that monk told me that the stars are the eyes of God looking at you as a sinful person. This is ridiculous, you know. But there were people who believed that in the 15th century. As much as today, here in this world, there are other people who believe other things that might seem ridiculous. So, as you can see, the things changed. Some things are still ridiculous right now. Even if the method is different, even if the form of things is different, some things are still the same. And we're still fighting for dismantling these stupid impositions. I'm so glad to follow this story because not only this story can be recent, but these are the stories that I love the most. The stories in which you can find yourself in the protagonists, the stories in which you can think, the stories in which you can extend your mind and think differently. Because if you're able to think differently, you're very smart, in my opinion. I'm so glad. Now I want to see this dialogue between Oxy and Bethany. I really hope that Oxy will make the right decision, and thanks to Grass' sacrifice, he can find the beauty of the world. He can be able to appreciate the stars. He will be able to understand a new vision of the world. His vision, not the monk's vision. That is something different. And stay tuned and keep on watching me. Thank you so much for the support, and see you next time with episode 6 of Chi on the movements of the earth, or orb in this case. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.